you seem so far away, a million miles or more it feels today. And though I haven't lost my faith, I must confess right now that it's hard for me to pray. But I don't know what to say, and I don't know where to start. But as you give the grace, with all that's in my heart, I will sing, yes, I will pray. Even in my darkest hour, through the sorrow and the pain, I will sing, I will pray. Lift my hands to honor you, because your word is true, I will sing.
Aisha.
Aisha. Aisha.
Aisha.
Aisha. Aisha. Aisha.
Aisha.
But I will put my trust in you, knowing that you died to set me free. Oh, thank God you did.
Aisha was very close to my heart.
Aisha, I can say that she was a very, very good friend.
Aisha, c'était quelqu'un, je dirais à la fois discrète, mais présente en même temps.
Аиша для меня была больше, чем подруга. Это была моя старшая сестра. И заняла важное и почетное место в ней. Она стала нам родным человеком, членом нашей семьи.
Je peux dire même que le métier qu'elle a choisi, être médecin, vous savez, vous ne pouvez pas être médecin si vous n'aimez pas les autres.
Je ne peux pas penser à Aisha sans sourire. Je ne peux pas penser à Aisha sans sourire.
Know what to say, I don't know where to start. But as you give the grace, with all that's in my heart, I will sing, I will pray.
Well, my friend, I just don't think we had enough time together. But all the time we had together, it was very precious. And I really enjoyed every single moment. You left 3 wonderful girls. Your short passage through here was really wonderful. I think we enjoyed every moment. We enjoyed every moment. And we're so thankful for you, for leaving all your legacy behind, those wonderful girls, a dad who loves them so much and loved you really so much. And thanks for touching our lives.
Aisha, you have no idea how much I'm missing you, because we were always in touch, even through emails, to encourage ourselves about being mothers and how to deal with our children.
Aisha, tu t'es battue. Tu t'es beaucoup battue. Tu as été très brave. Je te dis merci.
I will greatly miss her, and I wish she is in heaven right now looking down on us and smiling.
We will celebrate your memories. We have so much things together, so much memories about you. We met you at the GPC. I'm so glad that you are come into my life and know you so much.
С Аишкой мы познакомились, когда учились вместе в одном университете на первом курсе. Сразу мы друг другу понравились. Она была очень такая улыбчивая, общительная. И мне кажется, что сам Бог подарил мне этого человека. С Аишкой у нас было много... Ой, ну, в общем, жизнь прожита вместе с ней, вся наша студенческая. Были наши вечеринки, были наши встречи, наши переживания, наша радость совместная.
Мы все скорбим. Для нас она всегда будет яркой, жизнерадостной, красивой, мудрой, сильной и в то же время ранимой, доверчивой, девушкой из Камеруна, навсегда оставшейся в наших сердцах.
Aisha, I love you. You are such a good mom, and your girls will always remember you. We know that you are with us, and have a good life wherever you are.
Aisha, I don't think you knew how much you could change somebody's life. I feel like maybe God brought us to Maryland just so that we could meet you and be with you during this last year. And just the peace, the gentleness. I could not imagine. I couldn't have imagined somebody suffering and dying so well.
Aisha, nous t'aimons vraiment et nous savons que là où tu es, tu as rempli ta mission. Tu nous as tous servi vraiment d'exemple et tu nous as inspirés quelque part. Et nous te disons merci, mais sache que tu restes quand même présent dans nos cœurs et nous t'aimons.
Aisha, you are a very faithful servant of God.
I feel like I want to know God like that. I want to be with God the way that you have been with God the last couple of months.
And you fought a good fight.
Merci pour le sourire que tu as réussi à maintenir sur le visage de Tina, de Tanisha et de Teresa. Je te dis merci. Je te dis merci pour la force que tu as donnée à Rigobert. Je te dis pour cela merci. Et puis je te dis merci pour la personne que tu étais. Je te dis merci.
And that our children, if it's possible to be close to them, I'll do that.
I will say her I love you and stay with us. That I love her girls, and that she was a very good friend, and that she should stay with us now.
We have so much memories to share together. At the poolside, retreat, some restaurants, at the park, at home, having a barbecue together. Something that we can't forget about you. Always funny, love, jokes, and seriously thinking about your babies and the girls. And love your husband so much.
But I will put my trust in you, knowing that you died to set me free. Oh, thank God you did.
Aisha, we'll miss you here, but we know you're happy where you are.
Wait for me. We'll be there sooner or later.
I wish I could hold you here a little longer, but if that's not possible, we understand and we think of you. And we know even if you're not here physically, but you're here in our thoughts, in our prayers. And looking at your girls, we still feel you're here somehow, and hoping that one day we can see you again.
We will cherish and love memory and celebrate how you are and how you lived in your life. I love you, Aisha.
I'm so grateful to God to have known Aisha. Cannot put into words how she positively influenced my life.
If she will come back, I'll tell her how much I do care for her, because I think I never really had that chance to tell her how close was her to me.
But I don't know what to say, and I don't know where to start. But as you give the grace, with all that's in my heart, I will sing, I will pray.
She, of course, always had her biggest smile, and that was very warming and welcoming. And, and I was sharing my story of this baby in the NICU. So right away we identified ourselves because she didn't know, but she was having her own preemie baby later. So we shared those stories. She was the one who was there for me, when Gabrielle was in the NICU, and we had this hard time of going to the NICU and spending hours with our baby, or a little girl who was there, And she came and she brought meals. And later I was myself bringing meals to her while Tina was in the NICU. So we bonded over that.
We like to share experiences, but she shared a lot with me. She will always tell me, "Oh, don't think you're a bad mother," because sometimes I will complain. Because my oldest child, he's very active and he likes to go his own way. And she will say, "Oh, don't worry about that. That is very normal. You just need to give him space and try to explain to him things."
Well, she was the one when we started, from our group, we have like mom's dinner out in the evenings. So Danny, my son, he was still very young, and about 6 months probably, and I have always been putting him to bed. I am doing all the chores now. So each time I said no to the dinner outs, until Aisha was the one who said, "Come on, everybody has gone through that. We have always left our children with the husbands. They can deal with our kids. So leave your husband, your kid, Danny, leave him to him, and he will know what to do." So I said at the beginning, I was like, "No, but I'm not going to be able to leave my son just alone." And I left him that night alone with my husband. And it was because of her that I started going out for the dinners, the mom's night out.
Over the summer, when I first got pregnant with this one, I was very sick. And she had just finished her chemo and radiation, and I thought she was clear. And she just came and took my kids for, probably a month or 6 weeks, or she'd come over, multiple times a week and just pick them up. She'd just say, "I'm coming," or "I'm taking them," or, I never had to worry about anything. She'd feed them lunch, she'd take them wherever their family was going, and it just boggled my mind that, I thought she would be relaxing, after her own therapy. I was afraid that she would be tired, but she just came and took care of us.
Hi, Teresa, Tanisha, Tina, I love you. Et maman vous aime, et maman voulait vous faire garder sa voix toujours, parce que maman ne peut pas parler, mais maman vous aime énormément. Bisous.
At the beginning, I wasn't aware how serious her illness was, because she will never really talk about it being sad or worried.
I remember we were having a play date in someone's house, And we were waiting until Danny, my son, wakes up in the car, and she started telling me about her problem, her cancer, and I told her, it's okay, you will be okay, because I have other friends too who have been through a similar things, throat or tongue cancer, and they are fine also.
When she started the treatment, and I was really shaken by it, but at the same time, when you're a friend, you can't show you're shaken by it, because you want to be there to support her, and hold her hand. And she looked at me, and she had just lost her hair, came out, right? And she turned and said, you know what? Now I can try all this new hair, all this new hairstyle, because I'm gonna buy wigs and I'm gonna have scarves. So this was something that day, like, when you're having a bad day, you can't have a bad day when someone says that to you, She's going through chemo, and then she takes the most negative thing of a woman, which is losing her hair, and she takes it in such a positive way.
Je crois que j'ai beaucoup appris quand même en la regardant face à cette épreuve, surtout, je dirais, pendant les 4 derniers mois. C'est quelqu'un qui a été très courageuse, et elle a démontré pendant cette période, et avec une foi extrêmement forte.
Aisha sortait de ces séances de radiothérapie et de chimiothérapie extrêmement énergique, extrêmement pétulante, avec une foi et une sérénité en même temps. C'était assez extraordinaire de la voir, parce que regarder Aisha se battre contre sa maladie revenait à dire que les gens même ne devraient pas se plaindre de ce qui leur arrive. Elle devait gérer sa maladie, elle devait aussi gérer ses 3 petites filles.
And the moment I saw her, all I kept telling her was for her to fight. And we were all hoping that she was going to get out of this because of the faith that they both had. Both she and Rigo had this faith that normally when you get close to them, you can feel it.
Malgré la douleur qu'on voyait, je veux dire, par rapport au traitement qu'elle subissait, c'est quelqu'un qui était resté la même. En ce sens qu'elle avait gardé le même sourire, elle avait gardé la même joie de vivre quand même qui ressortait, bien que peut-être le corps ne suivait pas toujours, mais on ressentait quand même une expression de joie de vivre sur son visage, une forme de gentillesse quand même, ce sourire-là, et un courage qui était quand même assez impressionnant. Je vais dire, moi, ça m'a touché.
One thing that comes to mind a lot is when she found out that she was having, they were going to do surgery, and they were going to take out her vocal cords, and I kept asking her. I said, well, what do you do after that? I said, then you won't be able to speak? And she said, no, I won't be able to speak. And it didn't really seem to bother her that much. I mean, I'm sure it bothered her, but most people would be like, well, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? How do I talk to my kids, my husband? But she just didn't really dwell on it. She just said, well, it's a pretty easy choice. If they need to come out, they need to come out. There's